Mark, I just want to tell you, to give you an example of how well this integration is going already, and it's just begun. This is a true story. I just got a question from one of your former students, just not 5 minutes ago. She said, I've got the most important question of all, and I thought it was going to be with academics and student exchange programs and joint degrees and MBAs and JDs, and she said, well, what about tickets to the hockey games? So,
this is really cool. I came to Franklin Pierce Law Center 36 years ago, just a few days after Richard Nixon resigned. And I came because I was struck by the pioneering spirit of the founders and the faculty and the promise of a really intimate, exciting learning environment. Of course, instead of coming to a beautiful building like this, I reported to a pink bull farm, which we fondly called Frank's. But we have really grown up at this law center. Our core remains the same, and we absolutely believe that the founders of this school who blazed these trails 37, 40 years ago would be very proud of what we've done. And we think that with this affiliation, that we will continue to blaze trails in innovative legal education, social justice, and intellectual property.
There have been people who have commented that this was a kind of a bumpy road to get here and a long road, but I think that really isn't true. Those of you who are faculty and staff know that in academia, things get calculated in geological time, typically, right? And how long it takes for them to unfold. And this happened at light speed by comparison, and that's a great thing. It would have happened even faster if there were fewer lawyers involved in the conversation, I think. But when we did our pictures outside, we did the whole group together, and then finally, some of you were shooed away, and we just had the UNH alums on the steps. And I'm here to tell you, you're all about to be UNH alums. You're all Wildcats now, so welcome to the family.
I spent early in my career 10 years at the State House, and I learned a lot about Pierce and a lot about their commitment to the state. So by bringing these two institutions together, I think we strengthen that commitment, and our communities and the people of our state will all benefit from what is happening here today.
And so now as we join forces with one of the premier research institutions in this country, I am just so excited as a faculty member to know and to see that the pioneering spirit behind the founders of the school, the first few classes of graduates of the school, is continuing even today.
As Professor Wong can testify to, our IP program is already there. It is one of the best in the country. It has secured that prominence, and I believe with this affiliation with UNH, the rest of the school can follow suit. And I believe with this affiliation, we will be allowed to compete with the best in the nation. And we are proud here today to be the first student body to bear the name University of New Hampshire School of Law. Thank you.
And charge your glasses. I'd like to raise a toast to the University of New Hampshire School of Law. Yay!